what even is the middle class anymore? And who's in it? Am I? Are you? And if we are, do we feel like we're in it? Well, over the next 4 weeks, WFAA is going to be talking about the middle class and hearing from the middle class. What are the challenges? What are the solutions? How are ordinary people making it work?
So many headlines about retirement are not encouraging.
We'll be taking some questions from you all.
And when we had a Facebook Live discussion about the subject,
looks like I'm working full-time until dead.
a lot of the comments
I will never, ever get to retire.
were equally discouraging.
I will retire, however, it will not be comfortable.
Government stats released this year say that instead of nest eggs, 25% of us have a big goose egg, nothing at all saved for retirement.
When you think about retirement, it is the longest vacation of your life, and yet people plan more for a real one-week vacation than they do for this.
Ah, vacations.
The Australia and Ireland.
Robert Chevelle had dreams of retirement trips that he gave up on. In the last recession, he lost his job.
Career builder is usually my go-to.
For 6 years, he searched for steady employment.
There's at least 3 pages of jobs here.
And he looked to these pages for help, too. His faith, members of his church, and his family got him through, and he finally got a job.
Right now I'm working full-time. I'm considered full-time.
And tell me how big of a deal that is.
It's a very big deal. It's keeping me going.
With no end in sight, though. At 67, Chevelle is part of another discouraging headline. Among a staggering number of people whose only retirement plan is to never stop working.
I think I'm going to be, I heard somebody say once that they're going to be working right up until lunchtime of the day of their funeral. And I think that's what I'm going to wind up doing.
You really believe that?
I really believe that. I don't think I'm going to be have enough finances to be able to retire.
About 4 out of 5 Americans do have access to a retirement plan like a 401k, but the bad news is fewer than half of us are contributing to those 401k plans. Most people are not. So the first question, are you contributing? If you're not, you should really think about it, experts say, because let's say you put away 3% of your pay each year, and let's say that your company matches that 3%. Now you're looking at 6% of your salary being put away each year and invested. Question is, are you contributing enough? That's question 2. Fidelity puts out this chart. It says when you're 30, you should have about 1 times your annual salary in your retirement plan. By the time you're 50, you should have 6 times your annual salary put away. And then by the time you retire, you should have 10 times your annual salary put away. Looking at that chart, are you feeling behind? If so, can you catch up? In reality, there's nothing that beats starting really early and putting away money consistently. You don't really have to start that early, but this gives you an idea from Business Insider. They tracked somebody who started at 25 and somebody who started at 35. They put away the same amount of money, and by the time they retired, the person who started at 25 had double the amount of money as the person who started just 10 years later. So I went on my Facebook page earlier this week and I asked people with student loans, what's your number?
The responses flooded in. So many people described how student loan debt has taken over their lives.
I feel trapped. It's never going to get paid off unless I get a 3rd job, because I'm working 2 now.
On Skype, Crystal Collins told us that to become an X-ray technologist, she got $13,000 in loans. She says she's been paying, but
It has turned into $42,665. I don't even make that annually.
With stories like that in mind, I hosted a Facebook Live discussion, and experts urged borrowers, while they're still in school,
at the very least, pay the interest that's accruing on your loans.
they also told us
Don't just pick a major. Look at what the outcome is going to be when you graduate. What is the job market like?
something Christina Berry Green already knew. She recently became a dentist. Good salary, able to devote more than $3,000 a month to her student loans, paying down the highest interest rate ones first. Still, she owes a whopping $277,000. And her debt is low compared to some of her peers.
Most of my friends are in about $500,000 of debt after dental school.
Many people struggling with this burden advised if you must get a college loan, just borrow the bare minimum.
Don't take anything out that you don't need to pay for classes or books.
Because
Started off around $35,000, now over $150,000. I will never pay it off.
lenders will often give you more than you need,
$103,000,
which often becomes
$14,000,
more than you can pay back.
$75,000. I will die at my desk working.
Jason Wheeler, Channel 8 News.
Guess what? We're going out. Oh my.
The good news first.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Look where we're going. Oh.
Diana Hinton's dog, Maxwell,
Where are we going?
has been on a lot of walks lately.
Where are we going?
The bad news is she's had time for that. Because her longtime employer downsized,
This way.
and she took early retirement before she was ready.
I think the first few weeks he was looking at me like, aren't you going somewhere? It's like,
Those few weeks
let's see here.
became a few years.
Maxwell, you want to help mommy look for a job?
Diana has applied
Save and continue.
for hundreds of jobs.
Hey, there we go. We applied.
So many times answering
Graduated. Here we go.
that dreaded question.
When did you graduate in high school? Which I hate because I know they start adding in their head like, she gotta be in her 50s.
She is, but she's not alone. We have heard from so many people who know the struggle of finding work again after 50. And they know the longer you're out of a job at that age, the longer you may have to put off retirement.
We don't even talk about retirement age anymore.
At the Senior Source in Dallas, Claire Turner helps people 50 plus find work.
The average duration of unemployment nationwide is 22.7 weeks, but for older adults, it is 32 weeks.
So does everyone have their total?
They offer classes and coaching
Lower right, there you go.
to help older workers stay current.
So does everyone have equals B1?
Yes.
I really did stumble into this job.
Former accountant Michael Dade took that training,
I didn't have a resume.
and then he took a job at the Senior Source, driving the van and coordinating volunteers. He cautions older workers to not take it easy.
I've seen people who basically put it in cruise control at about 55. No one has paid enough dues to have a guaranteed job. Now, any day you go to work, you got to think that it could be your last day and plan that way.
Finances, I mean, it's tough. And then, of course, the house, I don't want to lose it.
Diana Hinton certainly isn't taking anything for granted.
How many jobs would you say you have applied for?
Oh my God. I would say at least over 250.
Wow.
A few temp jobs have come and gone.
You're smart.
I'm like,
You have a lot of experience.
exactly, and I'm articulate.
You're a go-getter.
Exactly.
You're a hard worker.
I have an energy. I'm not like dead.
Yeah. So what's the deal?
I don't know. I don't know what the curse is. Whatever that is, need to go away.
She actually shortened her resume to keep from looking overqualified or overage.
As soon as they get to page 2 and they see how much more is there and they're thinking, she's old.
Yep.
You think that's what's happening?
Uh-huh.
Onward, another application.
Leadership experience 1 year.
What's the position?
It's a family medical leave claim specialist.
Another rejection.
Unfortunately, you have not been selected to continue in our process for this position.
As Maxwell rests at her feet,
Yeah, he calms me down, really.
she wonders if she will ever leave him again to go back to work.
I'm pretty strong, but I'm getting to the point like I'm almost sliding down, and and I have to keep telling myself, come on, Diana, you can do this. I didn't think it was going to be this hard.
This is from the EEOC. It's talking about different kinds of discrimination that people have filed claims for. When we get to age here, we look across the years, and Texas has been responsible for about 10% of all of the age discrimination claims in the entire country. That's a really big deal. I want to let you know that I have put this whole story at WFAA.com, and I have tweeted that out, and I have also put it on my Facebook page. At the very bottom of the story there, I included a link to this. Something very cool that we're doing here. We've created this searchable database, this map that will actually take you down to jobs that are real and where people 50 plus are welcome to apply. And we've also, and here are some of those jobs. They're just listed out here, so you can actually get on there and search for a job. You can also go all the way down to the very bottom here and be a part of the solution and fill out if you know of a job that is being offered, and we will put it there on that map because we're trying to be part of the solution here, as I say.